William Shakespeare was an English playwright, poet, and actor who is widely regarded as one of the greatest writers in the English language and one of the world's greatest dramatists. He wrote over 38 plays and 154 sonnets, which have been translated into every major living language. Here's a brief summary of some of Shakespeare's most famous plays. 1. Romeo and Juliet, a tragic love story about two young lovers from rival families who are forced to choose between their love and their families. 2. Hamlet, a tragedy about a young prince who seeks revenge for his father's murder while grappling with the existential questions of life and death. 3. Macbeth, a play about a Scottish general who becomes consumed by his ambition and becomes a tyrant after he murders the king. 4. Othello, a tragedy about a Moorish general in the Venetian army who becomes convinced by his jealous and manipulative ensign that his wife is unfaithful. 5. King Lear, a tragedy about an aging king who divides his kingdom among his 3 daughters, with disastrous consequences. 6. Julius Caesar, a historical play about the assassination of the Roman dictator Julius Caesar and the aftermath of his death. 7. The Tempest, a romance about a sorcerer named Prospero who is exiled to an island and uses his magic to manipulate those who come to the island. 8. Twelfth Night, a comedy about a young woman named Viola who disguises herself as a man to serve a duke and falls in love with him, while he falls in love with another woman. These are just a few of Shakespeare's most famous plays, each with its own unique plot and themes. Here are summaries of a few more of Shakespeare's plays. 1. A Midsummer Night's Dream, a comedy about the misadventures of a group of lovers and amateur actors who find themselves in a magical forest inhabited by fairies. 2. The Merchant of Venice, a play about a merchant who borrows money from a Jewish moneylender named Shylock, and the consequences of the loan when the merchant is unable to repay it. 3. Much Ado About Nothing, a comedy about two couples and their friends who navigate misunderstandings and deceptions in order to find true love. 4. Antony and Cleopatra, a historical play about the love affair between Mark Antony, a Roman general, and Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, and the political consequences of their relationship. 5. Richard III, a historical play about the rise and fall of Richard III, the last Yorkist king of England, who is known for his Machiavellian tactics and his infamous physical deformities. 6. The Taming of the Shrew, a comedy about the courtship of a headstrong woman named Catherine by a clever young man named Petruchio, who attempts to tame her into submission. 7. Henry V, a historical play about the famous English king who led his army to victory against the French at the Battle of Agincourt during the 100 Years' War. These plays showcase Shakespeare's versatility as a playwright, as he was able to write both tragic and comedic works, as well as historical and romantic plays.